days. I work from home. Got a little tired. Actually did drive in 3 days last week. One day I recorded a drive that didn't actually record. And that was disappointing. Kind of turned me off. I feel like I wasted a lot of time talking about things and pointing out things that disappeared. So that was a shame. This time, I'm going to the airport. I'm not going to be posting this in real time because landscape work. Know that person. Yeah, so I don't want the internet to know when or if I'm traveling or whether I'm traveling. So I'm going to upload this to private for now, and then when the time is right, it'll be released. Unless there's something that's just too good. Rumor has it that fence was destroyed by a person driving through it on accident. Shame. Hopefully they left their number and have their insurance covering it. I've actually done that myself before. I was going to an interview to be on a board, like a board of directors, right? I'm nervous. I'm a young man. I'm underqualified, probably. But it's a big board. I thought the odds were good. I think they had more than one seat open. But I'm rehearsing. I'm nervous. Going to a place I've never been. Talking to people I've never spoken to before. Really have no... It was a good experience for me, but it was a little unrealistic probably to think I had a shot. But I'm in my nicest suit, rehearsing like I'm talking now. I get to the front door, get out of my car, and realize it's a stick shift. The car was in a habit of coasting in neutral for efficiency. I had left the car in neutral, did not set the brake, or obviously didn't put it in gear. I'm watching the car roll away from me, and it disappears over a hillside. And my eyes grow wide, and I say, oh no, and I run over the hillside and see that the car went on a trajectory that was just the luckiest thing you could have ever imagined. There's one object on this entire hillside, and it is a stainless steel box that contains stoplight hardware for a nearby intersection. And the car squarely hit this box and it stopped. The box stopped the car from going into the intersection, and probably would have gone across the street into a brick building. It was a steep hill. I mean, it had momentum. I don't know how lucky this was. This was an extraordinarily lucky thing. It just goes to tell you, I always say I'm more lucky than I am smart, and I'm not dumb. It's just I say that to emphasize just how lucky I really am. Statistically, I cannot overlook the extreme improbability of the things that have happened to me in lots of respects, but I'll get back on topic. So I've knocked over the stainless steel box. The car is sort of propped up on it. It's like a small shed, smaller than a phone booth, half the size height-wise of a phone booth. thing's knocked over clean. Police show up, talk to me about it. The car, I guess, bounced back off the box, maybe, and so it was fully drivable. But it had a pretty good scratch on the bumper. The bumper came with, the car actually came with a touch-up pin, exact paint color. So I went home and touched up the scratches, and really left it at that. It still had, you know, some slight imperfection in the plastic. But they figured it out. I mean, they took a police report, you know, they knew who I was and what happened, and I felt very, very bad. I mean, what a mistake. I actually went on in and conducted the interview with this organization, and I was very rattled. They offered to reschedule when I told them what happened, and the front desk there, and I just said, you know what, let's just do it. And I did the interview, and then maybe I'd move the car, or I let it stay down there until after the interview. And then I came back. Things. I don't really remember what happened. Probably don't want to. Nevertheless, 2 or so years go by, and I get a letter from the city saying they want about $8,000 from me. And if I have auto insurance, I need to let them know. My auto insurance catches wind and calls me. I'm in a cab, I think, at the time. And they're like, they didn't believe this happened. They didn't think that there was an incident. And I said, yeah, you know, it's funny. It's been a couple of years, but I'll be darned if this incident did happen. And I think they were appreciative that I confirmed it, and they reached a resolution, paid off the city, and I never got sued. And as well, and I guarantee you the amount of damage to that fence is probably less than what I did. So, at least you'd hope. Oh wow, we've got a pedestrian on the interstate. Never a good thing. Probably lost some debris from his snow. No, he was putting up a construction sign. This road's going to have construction for a long time. This highway, it's starting up. You can see some things to the right there. It's going to pick up. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I'd probably say that's accurate. Oh boy. Had no caffeine for quite some time. Hit your gas. Go. Get up there. Use your throttle, you dumb shit. My God. Are you half stupid? All I ask is you drive the speed limit. See, this is why my videos are getting blackballed by YouTube. They've decided not to prioritize my channel because I've used some foul language from time to time. I really can't help it. The things I say are not nice. So that's just going to be that. Again, I'm not out to be famous. I'm not out to make any money. I don't really care about that. If I did, I would be approaching this whole thing quite differently. If I was looking to maximize revenue, or even regenerate revenue, for goodness sake. So this is a hobby, no doubt, just a hobby. A lot of people run dash cams anyways, just sort of a backup thing. For me, it's more about commuting, making the most of commuting. warm myself up for the day? Can I work on my communication abilities? Practice some things I might want to say. All good ideas. I did listen to an ebook last week on the drive I recorded successfully. And on the drive home, I did not record because I was going to. Actually, I was in a big hurry. I had a lot of things to do that afternoon. And of course, my favorite, Costco again. And did I go to Costco? No, I went to get a haircut. I did go to Costco though, which is a nice midweek treat. Got myself a pizza and took my daughter with me. She had some issues with her behavior, and we sort of had some one-on-one time to talk about it and see if we couldn't try to find a solution. She ate a hot dog and I ate a pizza, and I think I really enjoyed that, even though we were dealing with some less than perfect situations. I don't think parenting is really about perfect situations, so if you're expecting that, well, unrealistic expectations. So you've got to find a way to enjoy addressing unpleasant things, dealing with unpleasant things. It's just going to be part of that journey. Part of the journey. I told myself that. There are a lot of unfortunate things that have happened to me, my family. Part of our journey. And I like to give bad things a place. I like to mount them on a plaque and make the most of it. How can I look onto this situation, this occurrence, this tragedy? How can we grow from it, learn from it, make the most of it, find a way to maximize our mental and emotional health, and embed this experience into part of a bigger journey and not the center of it, not the end of it. You know, don't let something end you. Don't let something abruptly stop you. Make it a part of your journey. And it's just that. It's just the next stepping stone. You know, sometimes you think you're going onto a nice stepping stone, but you fall and break your ankle, and that's life. Part of that journey. You gotta fix the ankle and keep on walking, right? Get surgery, wait the time out, and get back on your feet. Firmly believe that every single person on this planet has a set of unique, special problems. Nobody's problems are any more or less important than others, although occasionally a person's problem can be part of our journey. A person could need help from the community, and the community can come together and help that person. That's part of their journey too. Part of all of our journeys. That's okay too. But never, ever, ever think that somebody lives a life without problems, because people hide them, they repress them, and sometimes it's those people who are repressing their problems who have the most brutal problems of us all. And they're not out there saying, you know, at least the person who's complaining has the ability to identify their problem. They have the ability to speak about their problem. Not just identify, but speak about it cogently. The ability to complain may be essential to one's mental health, because they can express what they perceive, at least, as being wrong with them. It's the people who are silent that end up hanging from their goddamn rafters. Okay, here. A lot of merging. It's a neat building, if you can see it right there. Looks like a place I'd probably work for 20 years and die of a heart attack at my desk. Strange building. It's lower here. Truly hoping I have a better parking experience this time. This is a statistically quiet day at the airport compared to a weekend or Tuesday, which has the cheapest flights. This should be a simple ordeal. I doubt it will be, but it should be. I always like to have water in the car, but how good is water going to taste after 5 days in a plastic container in your car? I don't think I want it. KU Crazy license plate. That encapsulates a lot of people around here. Probably pretty lucky to get a KU. Any sort of letter or combination, including KU in Kansas, is probably pretty hard to get. So, kudos. You can spell kudos without KU. How about that? I might have an exit coming up here. I missed it already. Very windy day. Wind can impact your driving in a lot of ways. I don't like it. Makes me feel like my wheels are out of balance as I'm sort of moving without trying to move, but it's not enough to perceive it over cracks. Frustrating. Garden Villas of Lenexa. Retirement assisted living. Okay, so this car hauler needs to get on 635, obviously. I'm going to dial it back because they're going to have to slow down, probably slower than the RAM speed just to be safe. They're not fully loaded, but they've got to be careful. Damage that cargo. You know, it's open air cargo, which is nice. It doesn't require, you know, as much loading, perhaps, but does require securement and avoiding contact with a lot of different things. I deal with a lot of claims for cars that are damaged on a trailer. It happens a lot. The people who haul cars tend to not like to purchase robust insurance, and I have to be the spokesperson for this less than robust insurance in many instances, and people don't like it. Nobody's happy. People who buy the insurance aren't happy. happy. They just skipped town, and then they come after us saying, hey, you insure these people and you didn't defend them. Well, yeah, you don't have to defend them. Okay, well, you didn't pay for their damage. They caused somebody else. Isn't that what insurance is supposed to do? Well, in your Marxist theoretical situation, yes. But if you don't pay for the right product, you won't. So let's get around this guy. Dallas, Texas. What a long way to go. Oh, the wind kind of had an effect there. I'm only going 62 or so. I'll slowly get up to speed, but okay. Going to the airport on the last day. It is a functioning airport. Before the new one is opening tomorrow. I have colleagues traveling on the day the new one opens, the day after the new one opens, and I fly back into the new one myself. So that's kind of fun, different. Going to be a different experience, I imagine. Colleagues can give me a bit of advice I can use from my experience returning. Business, so